We just told this is the IBF lightweight belt, sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, this title fight is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation and goes under the rules of the IBF. The 10-point must system is in effect. There is no 3 knockdown rule. There is no standing 8 count, and the bell cannot save the fighter in any round. This bout is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, represented tonight by Walter Stone. In attendance from the Victorian Boxing Committee, Bart McCarthy. Introducing the judges ringside, Lolani Mitja from South Africa, James Boland from Australia, and Lima Helyu from Indonesia. The physicians in attendance ringside tonight, Dr. Liu and Peter Lewis. Timekeeper is Ray Weller, and representing the AMBF is Frank Quill. All right, fight fans, here we go, the main event. Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, including South Africa, the United States of America, and the United Kingdom, it's showtime! This is the International Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Firstly, introducing the third man in the ring to offer instructions after introductions, referee Robert Byrd from America. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and white striped trunks. At the weigh-in, he scaled 61 kilograms. He represents the pinnacle of Australian boxing, a triple world boxing champion, holding the IBF bantamweight, WBC super bantamweight, and WBC featherweight championships of the world. With victory tonight, he will be the 5th boxer and first Australian boxer to win 4 world titles. If successful, he will join the elite company of Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, and Pernell Whittaker. With an impeccable professional record of 28 bouts, 2 defeats and 1 draw, with 20 victories coming by the way of knockout, tonight he challenges for his 4th World Championship belt. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Australian boxing supremacy, introducing the Maribor Mauler, Jim Fenech! And at this time, I introduce to you the champion, hailing from Benoni, South Africa, wearing blue and white trunks. He scaled in at 60.95 at the weigh-in and comes to the ring with an incredible record. During his amateur career, he won 6 national titles. He claimed the South African colours twice. He became the last South African amateur lightweight champion. And in 1991, he made his professional debut and has never been defeated since. His record stands at an unbeaten 27 fights, 15 of those victories coming by the way of knockouts. He has successfully defended this title against Rocky Ray Martinez in a unanimous points decision. Tonight he defends his title for the 3rd time. Ladies and gentlemen, the current IBF lightweight champion of the world, Phillip No Deal Holiday. Referee Robert Byrd, judges Lolani Mitja, James Boland, and Lima Helyu.
Gentlemen, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. The only thing I'm going to tell you now is when I tell you to stop, that's what I want you to do. When I tell you to break, I want you to break and break clean. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Let's do it.
Okay. There it is. There it is. There's the referee's instructions. He tells them to go back to your corner. And when the bell rings, come out boxing.
Lean in, okay? You have to back up.
And the referee's telling the cameraman they can't lean in too close. We're getting ready for the bell. He's looking at the timekeeper, and he's getting the television cameraman out of there a bit. Took the towel off the ring there. He's going to be boss in this ring. Here's the bell for the start of the IBF Lightweight Championship. The champion in white, Jeff Fenech, our own Jeff Fenech in the black trunks, looking for his 4th title. And And as I said, the things to look for in this fight, really, the points that you have to really concern, the keys to victory in this is basically Fenech is going to have to keep his cool, because when Fenech tends to get aggressive, he gets his head stick up in the air. He's got to keep that head down, keep his hands up. He's got to put the other guy on the back move if he can. And the same goes for the South African champion. He's got to pressure Fenech. He's got to keep Fenech on the back move. And since he's the heavier guy by body build, a good right hand reached Fenech. Fenech's got to keep his hands up. He's got to condition himself to think what's happening here. Phillip Holiday taking over a little bit. Phillip Holiday saying, I'm boss, I'm the champ. Phillip Holiday throwing big punches. Jeff Fenech jab. He's got to keep the jab going. He's got to move. He's got to think in there. Got to try to put Phillip on the back foot. It would appear that Jeff is not his aggressive self in this first round, because normally both these guys would be at each other's throat at this stage. Phillip Holiday is putting Fenech on the back move, and I think this early in the fight that could be an indication perhaps that Phillip Holiday is the stronger of the two guys. He hit Fenech with a good right hand. Don't want to hit him with too many of them. Jeff Fenech is here to try to get through this first round, to think what's happening, to figure this guy out. Now Jeff has got to be careful with that. He sticks his head up in the air a bit. This fight, of course, is the IBF Lightweight Championship fight. Brought to you by Sidney Kushner Sports Network and viewers in South Africa over Mnet. Watching Phillip Holiday defend his title and doing a good job in this first round. Jeff is not applying the pressure that we thought he might apply. He's letting Phillip Holiday in this first round take the play away from him. Maybe it's a plan that he has. Maybe he wants to suss out how hard this guy hits. Suss out what he can do with him. A big right hand hurt Jeff Fenech. A left hook hurt Jeff Fenech. Jeff Fenech is gone. I tell you what, we're not going to get through the first round. 5, 6. This does not look good for Jeff Fenech, ladies and gentlemen. The first round, 28 seconds to go. 27. Phillip Holiday's coming in there. Don't forget, Phillip Holiday's bombing Jeff Fenech. I wonder if Jeff came in with some premonition something was wrong. Phillip Holiday going to work on Jeff Fenech in this first round. Don't forget, the bell cannot save any fighter. And 3 seconds ago, Jeff Fenech will see this round out. Jeff Fenech has seen the round out, but it is a 10-8 round. What a dramatic start. A dramatic start to this first round of this IBF championship fight.
It's lovely, son. I want you to box this fight. Get away from boxing. Now listen, if you're gone, we'll stop it now. Kill me. Give me that.
Now watch this. Watch. Here comes Phillip Holiday. A big right hand. He bowled that right hand in, and he hit him with another right hand. A left hook. He hit him a couple of good shots there. And I just heard from the corner, I just heard Ray Giles say in the corner, if you're not right, we're going to call this off. He said, if you're not right, we're going to call it off. Not going to let him go out there and get hurt. There's that punch. Bowled it over that left hand. I tell you what, I felt that the big good man will beat the good small man, but I didn't expect it to go this early. I thought maybe around the 8th round. And here we go. This is the keys that I said earlier. Jeff's got to be aggressive. He's got to keep his head down. He's got to pursue. He hasn't been aggressive. He hasn't kept his head down. Phillip Holiday's using his size, work the jab, and push, and that's exactly what he's doing. And he's oh, wow. Jeff Fenech's going to have a job seeing this second round. He's going to have a job seeing this second round through. Both of them are hooked up there. Robert Bird complaining that they didn't stop when he told them to stop. Both are hooked up. Jeff Fenech moving a bit more. Jeff Fenech is not the Jeff Fenech we expected to see in here. I'm not making excuses for him. Something doesn't seem right. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything more at this stage, because I think the good big man is going to do it as we thought earlier in this fight. Jeff Fenech is not in this fight at this present moment. Phillip Holiday is displaying why he's a champion. All right, that was Jeff Fenech had his forearm, and there comes Jeff Fenech. That's a Jeff Fenech this crowd wants to see. The bull. the fighter, the guy that comes racing in, throwing bombs, intimidating his opponent. Very messy at the moment. Very messy in the moment. Okay, Robert Boyd's going to have a word with both these guys. He's going to tell them, look, you guys are professionals. Box is professionals. Right. There goes Phillip Holiday, putting the pressure on, the aggressive fighter, punching hard, both hands to the body. Both hands. And he hit him with another right hand. I told you, Fenech's got to keep that right hip, that head down. He tends to stick it up in the air. Fans in South Africa will be getting a thrill out of this so far because their guy is on top in this. Their guy is going to successfully defend his title if he keeps it up this way. Fans that are watching this fight through the Cedric Christian's Sports Network and in South Africa, Mnet. Oh, big right hand. Fenech is gone. Fenech is gone. I don't think Peter Majestic. Peter's trying to get in the ring. They're throwing the towel in. They're stopping it. They're topping it. They're stopping it. Peter Majestic, the guy I told you about early, that he was walking with Jeff Fenech, has been by his side all this time. He wanted to get in the ring. He desperately wanted to get in. Finally, Ray Giles threw the towel in. The referee accepted the towel as a surrender from Jeff's chief cornerman. And Jeff Fenech, ladies and gentlemen, has stopped this, has ended his challenge for boxing immortality in the second round. I don't know the exact time, but Phillip Holiday very, very powerfully defended this championship. A lot of sad faces in the crowd, but Jeff Fenech was beaten. He's still wobbly. He's going over to Phillip Holiday, and he's congratulating him. Jeff Fenech, ladies and gentlemen, a champion in every way. He's very happy. Obviously, he's very happy. Jeff Fenech is very sad. Fenech will say something. I've just heard it mentioned that Fenech may say something. Fenech will say something. Jeff Fenech, that I know, will have something to say. He's got to say 2 minutes, 18 seconds.
Ray Giles has thrown the towel into the blue corner, and the winner, and still the IBF lightweight champion of the world, Phillip No Deal Holiday.
And I tell you what, a very good lightweight champion of the world, a very tough kid. I felt that the big strong man, the good big man, would have the advantage here, and he kept Jeff Fenech on the back move. He did what he was supposed to do: pursue, keep the pressure on, use his weight to back his man up, and that's exactly what he did. I would have thought, ladies and gentlemen, to be honest with you boxing fans, I thought perhaps we could have looked around the 7th or 8th round for a stoppage in this. I have it on my paper here. I've written down Phillip Holiday, a possible winner by 8 rounds by a TKO or a KO. He did it 6 rounds short of that. A worthy champion, a fellow that came here to fight. He took this fight in a hero's backyard.
And then more than likely we'll have a chance to talk to Jeff.
Yes, we will have a chance to talk to Jeff shortly. I'm quite sure of that. Jeff Fenech is still a hero to these people. Here we go. Let's listen to what Phillip Holiday has to say.
In 2 rounds, would you expect the towel to go in the second round?
No, definitely not. I must say, Jeff, well done. I really expected a hard fight. And, you know, I said to you a while ago, this is my time. I've trained hard for this fight. I knew I was going to win it, but I didn't quite expect to win in the first round. I'll just say well done, Jeff.
Okay, well, you're a worthy champion. There's no question about that. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please thank him, our IBF lightweight champion, Phillip Holiday. Just before we go to Jeff Fenech, I know that disappointment reigns at this time, Jeff, but I know would you like to say a few words to the people here in Melbourne?
Yeah, what can I say? I was beaten by a better fighter, and you know, Phillip Holiday caught me early, and he caught me good, and you know, what can I say? You know, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, disappointing time, but please, he is our champion, 3 times triple champion, unsuccessful tonight, but he'll live on. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Fenech.
Yeah, it's not fair for the crowd to boo Jeff. I don't see the crowd in the ring. I don't see any of these guys that are booing him stand up to Jeff Fenech or anybody else.
Box Jeff, you know, he's a great boxer, and this really done well for my name. I'd also like to thank all the Australian fans and press that have treated us so well here at the hotel and that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Phillip Holiday. Thank you very much to the ladies and gentlemen and to Paul Hutt's Promotions and Scott Channel. And we certainly hope you enjoyed the boxing extravaganza at the Glasshouse in Melbourne. Thank you very much.
I noticed that Fenech's doctor, Lou Lewis, Dr. Lou Lewis is in there having a very good look at Jeff. There's a bit of the replay of that that was the end of it. And if we could see the corner now, we'd see Peter Majeski trying to come in. There's Phillip putting his leg in, trying to get in the ring. You see that? Just in the right-hand corner of your screen. There he goes. He's trying to get in. He couldn't get in there. And finally, Ray Giles threw the towel in as a surrender. Jeff Fenech, a lot of the crowd booed him. He tried. He did what he had to do. He was in with a stronger guy. And that's one of the things about this game.